Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stand Up Speakeasy. I'm your host, Sareth, and every single episode I bring a guest, a stand up comic, a fellow stand up comic, onto the show. And I'm focusing on the Middle America, which is the Central Time Zone, and eventually I'll go to the Mountain Time Zone. And I'm supposed to go on tour and interview comics too and perform on stages, but COVID hit and that didn't happen. But without further ado, I'm bringing on my friend that's out of Chicago, Louise. Hey, Louise, how are you?
Hi, hello. What's up, Sarah? How's it going?
I'm
It's
doing
been a
quite
long
well.
time.
Indeed, most definitely. I like your cup. I'm a wrestling fan too.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually got a collection of them.
Ah, very cool. Indeed. I watched last night's AEW and it was a great episode with the Brody Lee thing. So
Oh yeah, shout out. Yeah, shout out to Brody Lee, man. That shit came out of nowhere.
indeed, most definitely. Um I wanted before we kick off the interview, you were quite requested a lot for the interviews. Keegan Buckingham and Zachary Boyce also nominated you to be a guest on the show. So you mean a lot to him, it seems like.
Ah, I'm gonna
Indeed.
cry. I'm gonna start crying. Oh my
Indeed. So you're a young stand-up comic based out of Chicago. What got you into stand-up?
god. I was wanted to wait. Hold on, I gotta charge my laptop before it dies. I always loved stand up. Like I grew up wanting to have. I grew up liking uh making people react, whatever it be being angry or funny. And I also watched Comedy Central growing up, so obviously watching a lot of stand up. But I always thought my stutter wasn't gonna let me be um wasn't gonna let me be uh as great as I wanted to be. So I just never did it until junior high school when I started when I performed on stage for the first time doing spoken word poetry because I took creative writing class and we invited a spoken word like this group that comes in schools and also hosts like open mics in the suburbs and they would do like spoken word shows in schools and we invited them and then the class rapper but it was like, hey, can I perform something during the show? And then the teacher said, yeah. And when I saw that, I was like, I should perform something because I'm better than him. And then that's when I found out I like performing on stage and decided I might as well try stand up. And if my stutter ruins it, at least now I know.
Indeed, my friend stutters when she performs too, and use it to your advantage because I'm most self conscious about my voice too because I'm like almost 40, but I sound like a kid. So, but like my friends are like, you're the cleanest, dirtiest comic in Daytona Beach, and so and I have a lisp too, and so I thought, well, my favorite singers and rappers have lisps too, so I can use that to my advantage. So it's a good thing to
Mhm.
have like what we have, and to like make it great, and people will love it. So it's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, yeah. Like a lot of people have told me like having a stutter kind of helps. It's given me like advantage on stage because it helps with delivery. Obviously, like I think a lot of people when they start, since they're so nervous, they speak so fast and they rush the deliveries. Luckily, I didn't have that problem.
Indeed, most definitely. And so you're more interested in being emotionally correct than politically correct. And how so?
Okay, yeah. So I know that sounds a certain kind of way, but what it just really means is I just care more about feeling than fact. So it's not negative. So it's not like I'm out here saying, oh, I hate the fact that there's so much accountability now. I can't say what I want. It's just that I may say something that was so afraid of my life, that was basically the premise about how I'm just grateful to live here, like in America, because you could say something like "fuck the troops" and nothing's gonna happen to you. You know, like there's certain countries where you say that or say "fuck the government" and you're gone. And obviously, if you say "fuck the troops," people don't like that. Like every time I would do that bit, the energy in the room will shift. Like it always. It got really awkward and really tense. So that's what I mean by just emotionally correct, because I like that. First of all, I don't like the troops, and second, yeah. So that's what I mean by being more emotionally correct and politically correct.
Mm, indeed. I've noticed that about like rooms like when there's like the political jokes come in, it'll cause that shift, and I feel the same way. Like you could feel that energy in the room, and I'm not politically correct either. I just say just what's in my mind, and but it's mostly dirty things, and so people are
Mhm.
like, I can't believe you said that stuff on stage. So it's pretty wild sometimes. And you decided to donate your proceeds to and raise funds for the Boys and Girls Club of America. And why'd you choose those fine folks?
uh, cause I think so. There's this saying, I forgot where I heard it, but there's a saying that I believe in. There's like it's easier to build a strong child than it is to fix a broken adult. So whenever I can help, I want to help out the children and the youth since they are our future and all that stuff.
Indeed, excellent organization there. And so we spoke of your inspiration to perform stand up. And what was the feeling like when you first performed stand up?
The first time I actually did really well, so it's a great feeling. I wrote my jokes that same day. Looking back at it, they made no sense. So I don't know how they got laughs. I don't know how they got punchlines, but it felt good just saying a joke and then watching people laugh. Especially when you say something that you don't expect to get a laugh, and then it got a laugh. That was a great feeling. It was
Indeed,
just euphoric.
absolutely. I know the feeling for sure. That's good stuff. And what are your favorite comedy specials and comedy record albums?
Um, all of Richard Pryor's comedy albums are really good. If you only seen his specials, I would recommend also listening to the albums because there's like because it sounds different than what's on the video. Like some jokes sound different because he goes a different route. It's really great. Gerard Carmichael 8 and Love at the Store. Those are my favorite specials. And then Dave Chappelle for what it's worth. Um, Michelle's Wolf special on HBO. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I forgot the name of it. I don't have HBO anymore, so. But that's such a great special. Michelle's Wolf special. I would recommend anyone watching it. That's such a great special. And then Catherine Ryan, Happy Christmas. I forgot what the special is called. It's been a while since I watched it, but that one is also good. It has one of my favorite jokes on there.
Indeed, most definitely. And some of those folks are on TV and film. And so I want to
Mhm.
know what your favorite sitcom, sketch shows, and comedy films are.
So I actually don't like watching a lot of television, is what I've noticed. I've kind of grew out of it. I kind of stopped forcing myself to like it. So that's how I have something to talk about to people. But as far as sitcoms, The Carmichael Show, The Chappelle Show, and then comedy movies, I can't think of any right now.
Indeed,
Besides like kids movies like Wreck It Ralph, Shrek, Entangled. Tangled, I mean.
indeed. There's some funny elements in those movies too, I think. So, um, and if you can go on tour with any comedian, locally and internationally known, which comedians would you like to go on tour with?
Well, Gerard Carmichael, that's one for sure. I think that would be honor. I think if I go on tour with him, I could just retire as a comedian and then just go move to South Korea or Canada and just become a bum.
Indeed.
Gerard Carmichael, some of my friends, Stephanie Guzman, um, international. What's that dude's name? There was a Nigerian comedian that came to the Laugh Factory sometime last year. I forgot his name, but he's friends with Hannibal. So that dude, I would like to tour with him international. And then Captain Ryan, obviously she's international. And then you, of course.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan.
Of course, let's do it.
Indeed. And let's see here. If you can get roasted by five comedians, past and present, which comedians would you like to get roasted by?
Mm, damn. Hmm. Damn, that's a tough one. That is, I'm gonna cry. Let's see. Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, Pete Davidson, Michelle Wolf, and Sarah Silverman.
Excellent choices for sure. And you mentioned where do you see your comic career in the next 5 years?
That will that's kind of tough with how 2020 all turned out and how well, I mean, I don't know how it is out in Florida, but in the Midwest, kind of everything just stopped and halted for comedy. So I'm kind of to survive. I'm kind of living life right now like comedy is dead. So I gotta figure out who I am as a person and just find other stuff to love. So I don't even know where stand up is gonna take me in the next year. So 5 years, I don't, I can't even fathom.
Indeed, yeah. In Florida, it's like everything's open back up, and like there's shows and open mics going on, and they don't wear masks. They're pretty crazy down here. So
That's fucked up.
yeah, that's for sure. That's why I rarely go out anymore. I'm gonna just stay home and wait until this goes away, and then I'm not even on any shows or anything. But I got selected for a couple festivals, so I'll just do
Oh,
those.
that's dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And then let's see here. Where do you? Which other forms of comedy would you like to venture off into, like improv, sketch, comedy writing, acting, directing, etc.?
I miss festivals, by the way. Just so I know, I miss festivals. That's the one thing I do miss this year is going to comedy festivals. Comedy festivals are so fun. As far as other acting, just because I can just do like the Adam Sandler friend thing where I just had this famous friend and I could just be in his movies. Whatever they're good or bad, they're still going to do well. So that and just helping out writing, just helping out writing a few scripts here and there.
Most
But I mostly just want to stay in the stand up. That's the thing I really just want to do for the rest of my life.
indeed. And what is your favorite joke a comic has ever written?
So I don't know if a comic wrote this, but in SpongeBob SquarePants, one of my favorite jokes is when Plankton becomes Mr. Krabs because like they switch roles. He creates like this machine so that's how he can finally have the the Krabby Patty formula, and then he has Squidward cook the Krabby Patties, and then one of the customer comes up to him and says, "Do you think this is funny?" And then Plankton responds with, "In a cosmic sort of way, yes."
Indeed, I remember that episode. It was good stuff for sure.
Yeah, see, I'm just starting to quote that now. Do you think this is funny? In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Indeed, most definitely. And what experience would you like your audience to take with them after a set is over?
See. I like these questions because these are the questions I want to answer, but no one asks. See, so this is great.
Uh,
What I want people to take out, man, because here's the thing, because this is how I started writing a lot this year too. Um, because in general, as comedians, what we all have in common is we're all funny, right? That's that right there. That's obviously the comics are more funny, but we're all funny, so we're all on even ground on being funny. So what I try So what I try to separate myself is I try to talk about things that I find interesting, and the audience finds interesting, and that we also something that we both care about, something that we just care about. So I just want the audience to leave with a sense, just something. I just want them to leave with something, whatever it is, good or bad. I just want them to leave with something, but just remembering something from the set, or like a feeling, just feel something.
Most definitely, indeed. And so, as Keegan and Zachary Boyce had nominated you for the show, I want to know which comics would you like to see on the future episodes of the Stand Up Speakeasy? You can pick a couple if you want.
Ty Riggs, Stephanie Guzman, St. James Jackson, Skylar Higley. Um, I knew this question was gonna come up, and I don't know why I didn't write down the answers. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do that off the top of the head." Sandy Lee, and one more. Who's gonna? Anthony Fuentes.
Awesome. I'll definitely reach out to those folks, and sometimes I'm bad at spelling names, and so I might need your help with that. And because I reach out to the wrong people sometimes, and I feel embarrassed.
Do you ever do like an interview with them? It's like, well, you aren't the person I wanted to, but do you want to do an interview?
Indeed, absolutely. And I love like talking to comics because then we're like we're a different breed, and so it's like we're just awesome, I think, and we're more interesting than like the regular Joe. Absolutely.
Sometimes, for sure.
In, indeed. And Luis, what are there any final words you'd like to give out to the audience out there?
Um, be kind, love yourself, and be appreciative and grateful for those around you. And it's never too late to change your life if you're not happy with it.
Absolutely awesome words there, pal. And so follow on Louise on Instagram and donate to Zelle and donate to the Boys and Girls Club of America if you can. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, man,
And
donate to them, man.
absolutely. And with that being said, thank you so much, Louise, for being my guest on the show today. And it means a lot to me. And I'll be in Chicago in October for the one of my festival appearances and to catch one of my favorite movies that's being reimagined in the
Ooh.
theaters. So I will definitely reach out to you, and I look forward to meeting you in person and all that good stuff.
Please do. Yes, I'm excited.
Awesome.
And,
And
and and also thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun, and I feel honored.
you're welcome. I feel honored too. So, and I look forward to meeting you in person and all that good stuff. And you be safe out there. And can't wait to see you perform stand up because, with all those both nominations, you seem like a pretty cool cat to see on stage. So,
Thank you, man. You too. I can't wait to see what type of dirty stuff you say on stage.
indeed, I have a video that I performed in Atlanta. So I'll send it your way, and you'll probably be like, "Oh my goodness."
Not
Indeed.
Atlanta. That's funny. Yeah, for sure. Send it through.
Okay, we'll do absolutely. And for everyone else, we'll see you on the next episode of the Stand Up Speakeasy. Be well, everyone.
Bye.